Going into its sixth year underway, the 2025 BMW X6 go on as a slant-roofed option to the customarily molded X5 SUV, exchanging a little freight limit and some back traveler headroom for a more daring, if as yet polarizing, profile. The inside follows the BMW playbook, mixing quality, extravagance-grade materials with trendy plan, and a setup of current innovation highlights secured by a 12.3-inch infotainment screen. An exuberant 375-drive turbocharged inline-six fills in as the base motor in the xDrive 40i trim, while a 523-torque twin Super V8 stages in for obligation in the better execution M60i. The two motors convey capacity to the asphalt through an 8-speed program transmission and standard all-wheel drive, in the event that 523 horsepower doesn't exactly scratch the tingle. The BMW X6M, which we survey independently, is on tap with 617 horsepower and an extremely sharp suspension. While the facts confirm that the X6 was instrumental in the rise of the extravagance hybrid roadster class, it no longer remains solitary, with models like the Porsche Cayenne car and Mercedes-Benz GLE class car competing for similar purchasers. Fundamentally invigorated for 2024, the 2025 X6 gets some minor tech-based refreshes. BMW's Expressway colleague without hands driving collaborator is currently accessible on the X6 as a feature of the Driving Help Proficient bundle. Beginning with vehicles worked in WALK 2024 or later, the framework will incorporate dynamic path change with eye actuation that starts the path change by taking a gander at the relating back view reflect. It won't be accessible on X6M. When we drive this new framework, we'll tell you how well it functions in reality. BMW Solace access with the BMW Advanced Key in addition, which opens the entryways as you approach and changes seating and controlling wheel positions for the driver inclinations, will be coordinated into the My BMW application for keyless usefulness. BMW Guides Route and the My BMW application framework likewise highlight a few updates, including refreshed map view and directing, to build interest and mindfulness in its EV models among momentum proprietors of internal combustion BMWs. The application currently likewise incorporates an e-portability examination capability that investigates the driver's conduct, then at that point, proposes the BMW EV model generally fit to them. Would it be advisable for them they be prepared to exchange for another EV? Evaluating and which one to purchase. The cost of the 2025 BMW X6 begins at $75,675 and goes up to $95,475, relying upon the trim and choices. Notwithstanding the burlier sounds and gutsier speed increase of the 523 horsepower X6 M60i, we don't believe it merits the stunning cost hole. BMW has a long history of smooth inline six-chamber motors that overachieve in execution, and the turbocharged 3.0-liter unit in the X6 xDrive 40i gives a lot of go to almost $20,000 less. We jump on the M-Game bundle that incorporates a snazzier body unit and outside trim, an overhauled exhaust framework, a sportified suspension, and an extraordinary guiding wheel. Motor, transmission, and execution. The X6 xDrive 40i is controlled by a 375 horsepower turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six that includes a 48-volt half-breed framework and matches with an 8-speed program transmission and all-wheel drive. The M60i has a similar transmission and all-wheel drive, yet its twin Super 4.4-liter V8 packs 523 pull and 553 pound-feet of force. Considerably more stunning is that the X6M, inspected here, has up to 617 pull and is even faster. The standard 6-chamber powertrain is bounty, zippy, and smooth. Both the X6 xDrive 40i and M60i likewise have standard versatile dampers and wheel estimates that reach from 20 to 22 inches. Our trial of the V8-fueled X6 uncovered its amazing cornering grasp and halting power, in spite of the fact that its suspension is firmer than the arrangement on the 6-chamber X6 we tried. It was rarely rebuffing. We additionally valued its customizable directing hall and quieted inside at cruising speed. The last X6 xDrive 40i we tried back in 2020 hit 60 miles per hour in 4.7 seconds, a decent figure for a SUV. From that point forward, this model has acquired 40 ponies, so it ought to be even faster. The X6 M60i and its 523 torque twin Super V8 shaved almost a whole second off that time, raising a ruckus around town mph mark in 3.8 seconds. Towing and payload limit. The X6 has a noteworthy towing limit in a section where pulling capacity is many times a low need. When optioned with the accessible towing bundle, the greatest towing limit with respect to the X6 is 7,200 pounds. The EPA's fuel mileage gauges for the X6 don't change for 2025. The X6 xDrive 40i has EPA appraisals of 23 mpg in the city and 26 mpg on the roadway. Moving forward to the twin Super V8 fueled M60i xDrive drops effectiveness to 17 mpg city and 22 mpg interstate. The xDrive 40i returned a welcome 29 mpg on CD's 75 mph interstate mileage course, beating its EPA gauge by 3 mpg. The X6 inside doesn't wander a long way from the look and feel of the majority of the ongoing BMW setup. That implies upscale materials and delicate touch surfaces proliferate, and two enormous 12.3-inch advanced shows rule the dashboard. While the instrument board looks smooth, we'd like it on the off chance that the measures were introduced in a more regular way. Fortunately, the discretionary head-up show is clear. The remainder of the switchgear is additionally cleverly spread out. BMW's motion controls, which empower you to control specific capabilities, for example, sound volume, by waving your hand before the infotainment screen, are incorporated yet superfluous. A lot of standard conveniences are offered as well, including 16-way power-flexible front seats, adjustable surrounding lighting, warmed front pads, and detached section. While the rearward sitting arrangement is agreeable for two grown-ups, its legroom and headroom recoil by around 2 and 3 inches, separately, contrasted and the boxier X5. Similarly, the X6 has less freight volume behind the back seats. In our test, it just kept 9 portable bags down there. The X5 dealt with 11. The standard 12.3-inch touchscreen infotainment framework incorporates Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The organization's iDrive interface has fresh designs and quick reactions, yet a portion of the layered menus can divert. BMW offers overhauls like implicit route, upgraded USB ports, remote charging, and a Wi-Fi area of interest. The X6 can be updated with a superior Harman Kardon sound system, standard on M60i, or a considerably more top-notch Nooks & Wilkins unit.